the most deplorable displays of football. 10th place, Hulk, rating 86. Bro, this man had a cannon. That sounds crazy, okay? But you know what I mean? This man shot Khabib 3 countries away. So it is no surprise that I am giving this man a power shot plus. Bro, I swear this man was such a beast that I genuinely thought growing up that the superhero Hulk was named after the Brazilian Hulk. 9th place, Bobby Firmino, 86 rating. Bobby, bitch.
I know this man used to cover his eyes.
Bobby Firmino was too good. He made everybody around him look bad. Such a selfless guy. The only people that hated him were those goalies was that he would hit those no-goal games. And if he wasn't saucy enough, this man had shiny teeth for him, like he's a Brazilian Chip Skyler. Now, because of all this trolling, the fans and told up on Twitter, and the no goals, I gotta give this man a 6 plus.
मनसा जिम करती हो? भैया कल जिम में आपने कौन सी एक्सरसाइज करी? सीबम नीति भैया
damn near going to be a Premier League. I think that football analysis has to be more serious than a doctor's diagnosis. But Sturridge was pretty good. Really good dribbler, really good finisher. Did as well as he could in an English team that was really good. He was damn near going to be a Premier League winner until Steven Gerrard turned into pro zone. Man, look, just ask any Liverpool fans, Bolton fans, Chelsea fans how good this guy was. Honestly, he was pretty solid, and he's the definition of a hero card. Play style is probably going to be the most useful one in the gym. Sorry, this touch. Okay, we are picking up the pace. Next player, Jamie Vardy, rating 86. This is the final play in the green zone, by the way. Man, the only downside to his career is that he couldn't contribute as much to England. He played for a very limited team, and he blew up like in his late 20s when he was fucking Eminem. But yeah, the pace, the finishing, the shit house, the fact that Jamie Vardy never smiles even when he's happy, it looks like he's angry. I've never seen Jamie Vardy smile in my life. Okay, yeah. I don't want to see him smile ever again. This doesn't feel right. Feels like looking at Rey Mysterio without a mask. But I mean, yeah, man, the Golden Boot win, Premier League win, more Premier League than Tottenham, and he's always going to remind them. I'm always going to remind them too. You guys have no trophies. Yeah, this guy's a bona fide culture. His playstyle plus should be rapping with all that Red Bull WWE system. It is now time to move on to the yellow zone with our 6th player, Edinson Cavani, rating 87. You know what, man? Edinson Cavani's kind of underrated. If he didn't look like the lead singer in Iron Weasel and he didn't play for PSG, people would probably regard him higher in terms of the strikers of our generation. These shots were kind of nutty, and he was good everywhere that he played. You know what it is? He is my favorite caliber of striker. The striker.
अभी भैया गुस्सा आ गया भैया गुस्सा आ गया
मार दो अपने यहाँ घर छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा चला जाओ भैया की इज्जत नहीं करती हूँ भाई
The striker, if you watch his goal compilation, you're actually going to have a good time. Let's be honest, some guys' goal compilations on YouTube, they're like visual novel, like they're just boring and make you sleepy. Had a tap in, fluky goal, deflection, had a tap in. Nah, you see, Cavani was different. He would like contort his body a little bit. He'd do like diving heads, he could volleys, he could score with a 619. I love that about him. For that, I would give him an actor. Or probably a power header. 5th player, Gonzalo Higuain, rating 87. I feel like a lot of Argentinians are racist too. worse for saying this, which is crazy because they don't really need a reason to be racist. But the way people talk about this man is kind of crazy. Another footballer that's been completely flanderized. They said that he's fat. It don't help that he ended up looking like the big show in America. But bro, this guy's a really good goal scorer. He was a really good goal scorer at Madrid. He scored 91 goals for Napoli in 3 seasons. And bro, at Chelsea, I'll admit, he wasn't that great. The only cool thing that he did was score a goal and then run into the crowd and celebrate by putting his face in a woman's boobs. If that ain't a hero to me, I don't know what is. He got scapegoated a lot for not really turning it up for Argentina. But I think his efforts at his club football have at least ensured him a very good hero card. Give his ass a Big Mac and a power shot. Star player Radamel Falcao. Chelsea especially in the 2010s. I'm saying that as a Chelsea fan. Chelsea and Man U are the kings of making players flop, especially in the 2010s.
खाने में प्रोटीन है
When I say Chelsea and Manchester United are two grotesque twin sisters. Both teams constantly sign players way past their prime, probably like based on their FIFA ratings. That's what they both did with Falcao. Of course, Falcao flopped their both teams. But look, that doesn't matter. That was just he won the Europa League with Porto with a monster when it gets cold. And yeah, look, I know he fell up, but unlike y'all's fathers, he actually came back. Look at what he did in his second stint at Monaco. Dude, he was amazing. Even during his time in Turkey, I've never seen a man get this much love in Turkey since when Mourinho went over there, and it looked like he was like the president. By the way, Mourinho cannot get a hold of a small country. He will legitimately take over. Give Falcao power. Third player, 87 rated, Olivier Giroud. I can't lie with y'all, man. I really struggle with this one because I feel like Giroud's a hero. But on the flip side, he has the most iconic resume ever. This man won a league in France with Montpellier, bro. That's like having a #1 song in 2025. He won the Champions League with Chelsea. And he also scored the most goals for Chelsea in that campaign. And he also won the World Cup with France. And he also scored in that campaign. He won the Scudetto with AC Milan.
अम्मा मनसा अब्बू को फोन लगा रही है
And Olivier Giroud. So call this man a unanimous icon. 2 words. So because he spent a lot of time at Arsenal just worked with him. A lot of Arsenal fans will probably believe that he was the reason for that. He probably won't get full icon treatment. Plus, I don't really want an icon with like 50 pace. I love Giroud, but he probably won't do it race to the Undertaker. You know what's crazy? If you think devs just like look at his goal catalog, they might give him an icon rating just for that. Because this man's goal catalog is absolutely amazing. The only thing sexier than this man's goal catalog was, him, because, dude, let's just be honest here. The dude's a hunk. Like immediately, every time I turn the TV on and he's playing, I'm like, thank God my neighbor's not going to see this guy. He is, of course, getting that acrobatic plus. Okay, it is time for the final 2 players, and now we are getting to the red zone because honestly, these guys can probably be icons. But I'm going to be keeping them in the hero tier for now. First play in the red zone, and of course the second last player, Riyad Mahrez with an 88 rating. Man, if you're the star player for Leicester when they win the Premier League, probably deserve an icon card. I know I give Vardy an obvious hero card for Mahrez. This man was cool with Leicester like he's Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. This man also won everything with Man City. Premier League, he won a champion. But look, I get it. That's a layup. Winning a Premier League with Man City, it's like eating a kebab in Turkey. Or kissing a lady boy in Thailand. Like, we've all been there. But I think what sets Mahrez player of the season in the Premier League, which is really hard to do. And also, he won the AFCON. He basically led his nation to that AFCON. He has essentially won anything that he physically could in his position. So why did I make him a hero instead of an icon? I don't know, bro. I feel like something's missing. You guys think he should be a hero?
इसमें वही तभी डाटा हूँ
Blaise Down should definitely be first touch. He's got the ball control.
अम्मा देखो क्या गोजी है
Now before I get to #1, stick till the end.
अब देखो तुम अपनी बिटिया कुछ नहीं बोलोगी बिडवा बोलती हो
That genuinely could be an icon, but I'm gonna make him the #1 hero for this particular video. Alexis Sanchez, 88. You know, I was always in the mind state that Alexis Sanchez should be an icon, but if they're making Hazard a hero, then they're probably going to make Sanchez a hero as well. Alexis Sanchez was just a top-notch player, was the best part of, you know, looking back, a pretty terrible Arsenal team. This man was week in, week out, fighting for his life, trying to drag these bumps to some form of success. LeBron James level of no help. The only trophies that he won at Arsenal were that old-ass FA Cup and a plate. He won some league titles at Barcelona and Inter, but he was too young at Barcelona, so he couldn't really be like the main star player, and he was kind of washed at Inter, so he couldn't really play that much of a role, but he was still such a good player. And what solidifies Sanchez here is the fact that he led Chile to a Copa America on Messi's dome. If FIFA wanted to be like the first Chilean icon, you know, like for some representation, then they could do that. It's just if you have Hazard as a hero and Sanchez as an icon, really considering their time in the Premier League. I mean, one of them had more Premier League titles and a player of the season. Like, how weird would it feel if Hazard is only a hero? Because, I mean, let's just say what we all thinking, right? Belgium basically exposed EA for pushing gambling onto children. And EA just like, man, you know what? Screw all of Belgium. We're not going to make y'all look good. Matter of fact, guys, get ready for this Kevin De Bruyne hero card. But then they give Sanchez an icon card, not really based on what he achieved at club level or what he did.
Mana itu enggak? हमने क्या लिया ना जब स्कूल खुलेगा फिर बाहर कहेंगे भैया मुझता है
Anyways, the highest compliment I can give Sanchez is I'm making him the highest rated hero in this video. And for playstyle, I'm of course going to be straight up. Let's see what he will have to add. Please give me what I want. Give me Streets card and give me this right here. If you haven't watched my video on Street cards, go check it out. It's my best one. Give me an Adriano hero. Shots like he used to have in the past. If I could back this man, I will never do another striker ever again. This is one of my favorite plays of all time. Put some serious players like this on FIFA, and maybe, just maybe, EA game won't go from $60 on launch day to like $2 on that roll. Anyways, guys, that's my time for this week, and ladies and gentlemen, I hope the ladies who call me make sure you have the H. I graduated in 2008. Damn! Now, being an alternate is one thing. You can't keep up with the terms. I personally hate the terms. See, a lot of people call it WWE. I call it WWF. Also, there's this animal over here. Now, typically, I would call it a possum, but I've now learned that the official term of it is opossum. Like, when you guys won't get animal, what the hell? When did these professors become Irish? And you see these people over here? Now, I call them Eskimos because that's what I heard growing up. But apparently, that's an offensive term now. Even though I'm fairly certain if I went out there in the world and called them an Eskimo, they wouldn't try to get me canceled. One thing I also do as a monk is always say the term legends instead of icons. I'll try not to do that in this video, but ladies and gentlemen, this is my video of 10 future legends in FIFA. Following up on my video last week about future heroes. Go watch it right now. I got to get you 40 icons. I'll try not to do that in this video, but I'm fairly certain if I went out there and called them basketball, they wouldn't try to get me cancer. One thing I'm also do is always sing the term legends instead of icons. I'll try not to do that in this video. We're watching right now. That is 47 legends. Making sure that we are going to be gradually going up in terms of ratings. And I'm also going to be presenting their release numbers. There's lots of icons that I'm going to be missing, so we're just going to focus on the ones that I have in this video. Sam Player Keely, give him about a solid 90 rating. Now he might have been the main culprit in a moment in football that didn't get elected like a bigger straight out of the civil rights movement era, but boy, he's being top notch. He loves to slander Tottenham like me, and he's amazing consistency. And for all his efforts, I'm going to be giving him anticipation. जब अपने रिजल्ट डे से 72 दिन दूर है वेजिटेरियन बल्क बिना वे प्रोटीन आज हम 100 ग्राम प्रोटीन पूरा करेंगे जिसमें शुरुआत होगी टेम्पे सैंडविच के साथ 2 स्लाइस आटा ब्रेड 2 टेम्पे पैटी टमाटर और ये गिरा 30 ग्राम प्रोटीन तो हमने प्रोटीन इंटेक कम करके कार्ब्स बढ़ा दिए हैं आज कैब लगाना भूल गए थे तो हमें खुद से ऑफिस जाना पड़ा ऑन द वे लिए फ्रूट्स 2 बनाना हमने सुबह ले लिए थे आज की बाकी मील्स थे बादाम रगड़ा 2 आलू बेसन का चीला 2 4 वेजीज और कार्डियो के बाद 50 ग्राम ऑफ रॉ मेजर्ड दाल विद 200 ग्राम राइस आज के मैक्रोज in the caption. मिलते हैं कल 106 दिन के साथ. Now plays another ball beating my boy I Am Roman. The 90s. One of my favorite genres is fast white movies. I Am Roman, Gareth Bale, Vanderbilt, Jim from American Pie. I love these guys. This is Jake. Even though
Amina Rubia.
Just look at Simon's reaction. He is